Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where I think I'm changing our plans a little bit. We're just starting our second storm cycle, and I had been talking about figuring out how to path toward this rune. But I stopped and took a look around the map, and I realized there's an equally close seal, rather. There's an equally close seal up here. This one takes us past a point of interest that gives double food. And food supplies are the resource that we're bottlenecked on. We have enough machinery and artifacts to buy several machine or artifact related upgrades right now. The thing we need is just more food supplies. So getting 8 tiles worth of food supply here seems pretty good. And then it's very easy for us to just go past a couple of other points of interest on the way out toward the seal. Whereas coming down here, we'd have to bend our path around. This just seems like a better way to go. Also, coral forest. I love a good coral forest. Now, the ruined armory gives us the ability to attack the trader without losing any villagers. Attacking the trader is a thing I hadn't even really looked into. Seriously, I assume there are other consequences for it, but maybe we'll have a closer look at that button when some traders show up. In any case, I think this is a good direction. So harpies and humans or beavers. It seems like we always only get 3 factions and 3 races, and I am a little nervous that if we took this one, we might end up on harpy, human, lizard. And I really want the extra speed chopping down trees. It's just, getting through the forest and getting the glades feels so important. So this is the noble settlement of try again, and we shall bring with us, how much wood are we starting with? 10, but also lots of other fuel. Stone is good. We use stone for both events and brick making. Do I want to bring 3 more villagers? We're starting with only 7 here. I think maybe I do that. That doesn't let us start with a ton of food. 50 eggs, 20 roots. No, we'll figure it out. I'm going to stick on Pioneer for the moment. I hope nobody feels like I'm engaging in cowardice here, but we did fail the last 2 maps. So, maybe I'm not, maybe this is exactly at the edge of our capabilities. Obviously, they were 2 very difficult maps. Also, I have to say, building paths, even beyond the actual benefit of just essentially 5% more everything always, it really does help me keep the area organized in a way that helps me remember where things are, helps make sense of it. We're going to be doing a lot more path building, I think. So 15 drizzle water per minute during the drizzle. Also, food production is increased by 80% during drizzle season. That is extremely rad. So we have no villagers die when attacking the trader. We have the cool trees and 3% higher chance of producing double yields per hostility level. Do these get particularly meaningful? Resolve drops faster. This doesn't really feel like it matters very much. It's already the case that species resolve is getting to its resting point pretty much immediately. Hold on, you. Okay, this just make sure everybody's housed. Yeah, we're good. This is all normal stuff that we know how to deal with. So we got some reeds here. We have some insects over here. Insects with a chance of extra insect. Reed that might have clay in it and also might have food in it. And what are we looking at in terms of glades? Glade distribution. Okay, so this top right corner has a couple of glades into a dangerous one that we could take pretty early. So, with these two, what are the big overlaps between these 2 factions? They both like pickled goods. That's kind of it. All right, well, and we don't know who else is going to show up. Taking the carpenter early to guarantee that we have a source of tools is definitely interesting. Taking Taking Beaver House early is also really interesting, Since our population is almost entirely beavers, I'm going to take the carpenter because tools are really valuable. Some kind of farm is probably a good idea. This does not feel like a starting setup that's terribly desperate for flour, like grain for flour. But I guess you got biscuits on the one side, pie on the other, and then whatever other species we get is going to want one of those as well. Maybe we should take the grain farm. The guild house lets us fulfill our need for luxury, which is not shared. This would give us access to training gear, which could be useful in a lot of different circumstances. Coal is also good. Yeah, I think we'll take the coal. And like jerky obviously is meaningful as well. Guild house and guild welfare is just well, I guess this is a permanent global resolve effect. That is kind of cool. I'm going to take the kiln. I think we're going to stick with that. We have orders here. We'll get to see that menu more. We're not stuck on just whatever we picked forever, the way we are on the orderless maps. Okay. Easy enough. Let's start with opening some glades. And, of course, gathering some insects and stuff. Wait, is this the wrong? I need reeds. Harvester's camp. Okay. Yeah, do a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. Alright, go ahead and get to it, friends. And we'll set up some basic housing as well. Obviously, we will have more room for housing on this side later. Alright, the trapper place should get the one lizard. As soon as we actually pull some wood so that we can do that. The shelters are going to have the same problem. So put that there. Okay, cornerstones. Just the right amount. Villagers with leisure fulfilled have a 25% chance of doubling yields. That's like fine. You know, Roots Forever is cool in the sense that it's food. Yeah. Our root delivery line is like fine. It's really not a lot of roots. Yeah, that'll be fine. So maybe I want to start running another lumber camp right away. Okay, objective. Have 6 lizards or have a trading post and deliver 5 amber. This gives tools and it's a thing we should do anyway. It gives tools and parts. This gives the design for the big trappers camp though. I'm gonna take this one. It's definitely things that we should be doing anyway. Have 2 woodcutters camps and deliver 30 wood. I was just talking about this. Or complete any one glade event. That's so easy to do. Yeah, we're going to take that one. And then that way we don't have to pay a bunch of wood. Keep beaver resolve above 18 for 30 seconds. That's a thing that we will get. Rebuild or salvage ruins. Open up glades. Yeah, let's take this. It's a lot of very straightforward stuff. And I am going to put together another woodcutter's camp like over here. All right, we're not going to have enough bodies to work all of these camps at maximum right away, but it'll be okay. We're going to leave Nodi to build for just a second here until the amount of wood in the supply goes up, and then we'll unassign someone from somewhere to actually build the housing. But no sense worrying about it until we could build it until we have the resources to do the building. And I was just talking about how I should probably like build paths. What have we? Coal, reeds, herbs. Okay, cool. So people love to just hang out near the front of the place. And we can just run a path kind of along here, right? Well, I want to leave room for... This probably does. I want to leave room for the garden that I know we're going to build. Right, so this is garden space in here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That'll get us everywhere we need to get to. Even more garden space, I guess. And then this is... Yeah, the thing here is we got to remember there is going to eventually be housing here. All of that is stuff that we will get built, you know, eventually. I think I'm going to go ahead and kick a beaver off of the insect camp for a second. Our food supply is pretty strong. He can get to actually doing the buildings. So the next big thing that I want to build, obviously, is let's get that trading post out. That's inside of... I would prefer to do it like back here, right? Outside of hearth space. Especially with something like a trading post, which doesn't require anybody to actually visit it physically. But yeah, for right now, everybody's rocking. We'll have a second glade open pretty soon after. Hopefully we'll find a ruin. Well, we found a small abandoned cache and a whole bunch of food supplies. That's fantastic. Trying to click on the cache. So half a point, or we can just spend some stone for some parts. We don't have any tools right now, but we are pretty close to having tools. And I mean, the whole thing is, this is what we care about, right? I'll probably just save this one for sending to the Citadel. We can just try to get through this map relatively quickly. Okay. The Harvester's Camp needs to get bumped over to, like, here is probably fine. Okay, interesting. A small encampment. We can send them home, or I am very inclined to welcome new people right now. We're going to get these people, plus we're going to get newcomers at the beginning of the new year. We should be able to make some distance on this. Lizards maintaining very slightly positive resolve during the storm. Does this count as... Okay, it's a glade event encampment, not a glade event ruin, so I don't think it will count for that. Let's grab ourselves a thing here. 2 wildfire essence for every 2 completed. Big glade events. Wood production is increased, but harvesting and planting are slower. We can just take protected trade for right now. It's probably not going to matter. We could just decline this, right? I guess hostility is increasing pretty quickly. Maybe it's a good idea. And sadly, only 2 new people, no matter which road we take here. I would like more beavers, please. Let's go ahead and put this to work. That's already running, so there's not really value in assigning a second person to that. So I will assign the new lizard here. And we're just going to keep gathering stuff real fast. Okay. So that's a glade event. Give me this 4 new bodies. All right, what did we get? We got humans, mostly. Okay, that's cool. So we now have 7 builders. I'm going to go ahead and construct some shelters over here. We're going to need one more. I'm going to do this, and we're just going to move this now to... Yeah, like I think this is a pretty good spot. We'll open up some more of these, and then we will have to move it again. It looks like to open up the dangerous glade, but that's not an immediate concern. We can run some path up here. I'm just going to go ahead and put down the 2 parks that we're going to end up needing. I don't remember how many people it is housed to get the thing to the 2nd threshold, but we know we'll need 2 parks for it. Okay, so we've picked up a good reason to grab pie, right? Actually, pie and biscuits are both now complex foods that satisfy 2 of our factions. So actually, the bakery is strong, although I don't believe we have a source of flour yet. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Sacrifice some stuff at the ancient hearth for bonus resin production. Ooh, fuel consumption down and a bunch of copper bars. That's exciting. I'm actually going to take that. And then this is do some sales, get Beaver Resolve up, or deliver 10 packs of luxury goods. Luxury goods kind of a pain in the ass, and I do like the rewards here. Reinforced axes is pretty good. We can make some of this work. All right, the trading post is getting built now. That's good. Let's go meet with Old Farloff. Old Farloff has some tools on hand. Also, coopering, big files. Okay, this would be cool if we could afford it, but reasonably, not really a thing that we can do. We don't really have any money right now, but I do need to get us to at least 5 amber on hand. So let's trade off a bunch of reeds. I don't even know what we're going to do with these. So that's right. He's not going to give us 4 amber for 4 trade value. He's going to gouge a little bit. Stupid Farloff. Okay. We'll do that, and then I'm not going to bother trying to buy tools at this moment. We are just doing this stuff. Look at that. We got the tools anyway. And that's enough tools to knock this out. So let's go ahead and do that. 10 amber. Pretty fantastic, actually. Okay. Ruins rebuilt or salvaged. We're still looking for an opportunity there. Do we have enough coal that we can still... No, we no longer have the coal necessary to do that. We'll go ahead and knock out the wood sacrifice right now. It does not take very long to sacrifice 15 wood. Okay. It's a very, very small amount of effect. All right. And we'll sell some more goods and stuff. We'll figure things out on the next trader. Okay, we're actually at the next threshold already. So if I want to just put down also a garden here, then we're already upgraded. Obviously, that's going to require some stuff that we don't yet have access to. So let's build ourselves a... Where is it? It's in here. Let's build ourselves a workstation. Maybe up here somewhere? I'm a little worried about building too much up there because it's kind of a narrow area and we do have a number of resource nodes that we want to get a hold of. But we could put this like over here. This is nice and out of the way. It's a little far from... Yeah, maybe that's not right. Maybe I put it like back here. I want it to be close to the warehouse, right? Where's the edge of the hearth? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Put it like hereabouts. And then just run the path down like that. We have enough builders now actually doing building stuff. There's a provisioner so we could make flour. That's fantastic news. Honestly, probably want to get that online relatively right now-ish. We can put the provisioner back here. Do a path extension. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Right, that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna need some people working over here just to produce a handful of planks for the moment. Okay, this trapper camp needs to be moved. I think we want to move it down here. So we'll get some planks up. We'll get that bonus going. Oh, I built a second crude workstation. What am I doing? Blow this up. We don't need this. So we have our provisioner. Our provisioner we needed. Why did I build a workstation here? What was I trying to do? What was the thing I intended to build? I don't know. It probably makes some kind of sense in my favorite imagination. We're actually going to break through here in a second. I think that's totally fine to do. I think we're in a spot where we can probably start to figure that out. Figure out a dangerous glade. Alright, what have we here? A forgotten temple of the sun. Who would worship the sun in a world with so little sunlight? So if we don't deal with this, it will destroy all of the trade goods in the warehouse. All of my amber. That's pretty bad news. Do we have the tools to excavate this? We do not. We can merely praise the sun, which is a reference to a video game. Get it? Isn't that hilarious? And if we do that, we'll receive 20 pottery every time we discover a new glade, plus 3 global resolve. We can't do the excavate, and this is actually relatively low cost. Like, wildfire essence is hard to replace, but it's also not that necessary for other things. I actually think that's totally fine. Go over there and praise the sun. And then also this gives us the first farm we've seen on this map. Let's go ahead and do this. Source of grain. Very happy to see it. These ones I care less about. Clear this stuff out of the way because that's where the road's going. Okay, cool. And over here we broke through and discovered an obelisk. Do we have any of the resources necessary to make an offering? We don't. I would like the reduction in hostility, but also actually, if we do the teardown, we get a big chest of coal so that we could burn it for that other thing. Maybe this is in fact the move this time. Yeah, just some wood and reeds. I think that's reasonable. We'll do that. We'll get a bunch of coal. We'll sacrifice some of it for the sacrificing event, and that'll be good. I'm gonna probably... How are we on advanced stuff? I don't want to build too many planks because, like, we do need wood. But you end up needing... What on earth? We've devised some kind of machine for watering the garden, I guess. Huh. Okay. Anyway. We don't need to do too much conversion, but obviously it's nice to have some planks on hand for various tasks. Alright, you can maybe go and deliver some stuff. Because we need to get the planks into the warehouse before it's a good idea to unequip him from the building, right? I think. Yeah, they're in the stash. They're not in the stash. All right, hold on a second. I'll come back and work on that in a sec. Okay, we're just about to start flower production, so this seems actually very useful. Every time you open or send an abandoned cache to the Citadel, hostility is lowered. That's also very interesting. Newcomers bring more goods with them for every hearth level gained. The amount of goods that newcomers bring is often so small that I don't, even with this being plus 80%, I don't necessarily know that I care about this. Let's take oil production. You know what? We can leave somebody on this. We're gonna need a lot of planks over the course of the run. Oh, right, and the newcomers. I don't know that I have a strong feeling about either of these. I guess, yeah, one of each. And we'll build a new bit of housing here. That's why I left that much space. I'm not even trying with the lizards. They're just getting there on happiness. Is the only thing we're missing here planks? No, actually we do need fabric as well, and we have plenty of reeds to work into fabric. I guess we have plant fiber as well, and I don't know that it does matter. All right, I was wrong. Let's keep 2 people equipped here. It turns out we need a lot of stuff. Okay, more stone. More stone is definitely welcome. We are fully out of... Well, we're basically fully out of tools. We'll wait on this. We'll have more tools soon, I'm sure. Okay, this is happening. We're running it. Just need the coal to actually get delivered back home. Now that all of that stuff's out of the way, first of all, I should run the paths back here. Secondly, we should probably move this to a place where it can be doing a little bit more good for us. Like down here, I suppose. Put it like there. And get me this stuff and this stuff. And we'll break into the dangerous glade. You know what? Go ahead and prioritize all that. We can break into the dangerous glade now. It's fine. All right. I really like the watering machinery. This is so cool. There's a lot of neat stuff in this game. I think I want to remove this bit of path. Can you not do that? Am I allowed to just build over it? Because, like, it's in a spot where I would like to put shelter. But select a building to deposit or destroy does not... Okay, there we go. I think I right-clicked before. Maybe that was the issue. All right, there's a little bit more stuff for you to remove over here. Like, all we're really doing when we do this is spending a little bit of people's time, and if we have 6 builders, there's a lot of free time that can be spent. I think it's okay. Can I get a little bit of priority on this, please? I actually care about that quite a lot. Crack open 4 glades. The thing about ancient tablets is we can never actually be sure that we will get them. If we had tablets already, I would take this one because of the tools, but we know we will open up 4 glades. That's a no-brainer. Sell 45 amber. Yeah, we can guarantee that'll happen. I should be paying attention to our trade routes, which means I should be building provision packs, because we can't do the thing without provision packs, which means we need a makeshift post somewhere. probably more along this road, actually. Speaking of which. Unfortunately, this is a little awkward. The critters here are in the way. Okay, we got that cleared up. Oh, we gotta remember to sacrifice the coal before all of it gets, you know, used for actual coal purposes. Alright, let's just go ahead and turn that back off. Turn in the thing. What's up, Jorg? We have a little bit of amber this time. We have to sell a total of 45 amber worth of goods. I think that probably is not all happening here. It'll probably be over the next couple of traders. What do I feel like we can part with? We have a lot of roots. And we have good food gathering going on. I think we can probably afford to sell a lot of our roots. These are relatively valuable. What else? What else? The insects are fairly valuable. I mean, 0.18 is like a pretty decent price for resources that we're stockpiling. Yeah, we can afford to sell a little bit more food. Let's sell some eggs. If we're talking about selling things that are at food price, I would rather sell eggs than insects because I know we can make grain out of the insects. Grind them up to make our insect bread. How about like that? Do you give me fair prices on? No, you do not. Of course not. All right, well, we'll do this then. And I will take back enough meat to get us to approximately a fair deal there. Okay. Do we want to buy anything with this stuff? That's just half a rep point. That will, it looks like, push us over a threshold, so that's fun. We have proper biscuit production. Yeah, I'll just buy a point of reputation. So, we don't have coats. And that is a double value thing. Yeah. Take a clothier and we don't have a lot of shared needs. Religion appears on 2 of our people. A lot of shared service needs, I mean. So a temple might not be a bad idea. We don't really have a source of incense, though. Maybe we'd be better off. You can get religion from a clan hall. It still requires incense, though. All camps produce bonus yield, except woodcutter camps. That's not bad. The rain mill produces flour more effectively, but not that much more effectively. Or maybe we just do lizard housing, because it seems like we can get the lizards to generate us probably a couple of points of reputation, and they there's not that many of them. We don't have to actually build that many lizard houses. We'll do one here and one here. And we will expand this to also produce bricks now, probably out of stone because we're pretty short on clay. Yeah, all right. Resources, just generally, stuff's got to go. We have insect income. We should put somebody on this. Yeah, and all I really want now is just make some packs of provisions for the moment. Okay, this is... Hold on. Definitely put 2 humans on this task. We can bump someone for the farm. Definitely want to get that farm going. Okay. We also definitely need to keep bumping beaver resolve. If we can get to resting 17, then we can push to 22 just with a favor to hold long enough to hold this up. So that's the thing to think about. We discovered vegetables and coal down here, it looks like. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're just waiting for tools to pop some of these abandoned caches because I do want to get the right things. This could be lizards, I suppose. Lizards. We don't need barrels. I guess, actually, hold on. I don't need this at all. We can make our packs of provisions here. Yeah, so we'll make provisions and flour whenever we can. Right now, we have some roots. I suppose make flour out of whatever you can find to make flour out of. That's actually fine. We'll just leave all of those turned on. Global production speed by 5% for every villager with their education need filled. Cooking steam. Food production plus 10% for every 50 units of drizzle water stored. We get a lot of free drizzle water, right? We don't have a rain thing right now, but I can certainly build one. I think this is a good idea because we are doing some cooking. Let's set up some rain collection down here. I might even do a couple of rain collector things. That way they do require parts. Are we doing on parts right now? Oh, 18. It's hard to imagine us running out on this run. Yeah, I'll do a couple. Gonna need planks as well, but we're grinding as hard as we can on that stuff. Okay, big glade. Some escaped convicts, a cache, no ruins. We still have not found any ruins for this. All right, I would love to persuade them to work for us. Yeah, wow, those are good rewards. The crown can go to hell on this one, I think. So we're going to take a resolve hit. We're right at the beginning of a fresh season, though. So this is like the time to go for something like this. Y'all, get down here and have some words with them. I trust your negotiation skills. And then we probably just want to, yeah. I think the best thing to do is to wait for tools. We're gonna need an awfully large number of tools. All right, it's fine. We'll get there. Let's put a couple of people on. I'm gonna put one person on rain collection for right now. Once this is resolved, we can use some of these people. Oh, right. Except I have newcomers. I'm not going to grab more lizards for the moment because I don't want to have to build the more lizard housing. And I think this is a better set of resources for us at the moment anyway. We don't need to build more housing because the normal houses opened up by the building of the lizard housing. We'll cover that. So yeah, we can put some more hands on drizzle water collection to help with the speed of making bread and biscuits and stuff, which we're totally going to be able to do soon. The bakery, like right there. All right, it's just fabric and planks, which we are working on. Are we doing on wood supplies? Oh, our wood supplies are still climbing, even though we're constantly doing this stuff. That's all good. All right. We need 2 more glades opened up. Where's my other woodcutters camp? This one? I mean, do I want to just open another dangerous glade? I mean, obviously the danger, right, is you're increasing hostility more quickly by doing that, but also I do enjoy resources. I do enjoy the chance to find cool stuff. Okay. Alright, we've picked up enough people that I do need to build one more point of normal shelter somewhere. I think that'll make sense. Okay, so we've got flour production, we've got grain income, we've got flour production. Now we just need to actually start making the foods. And we will be probably riding a pretty decent amount of resolve for most of our species. Okay, this is covered. That'll give us some clothing, which will be nice for a while. And again, if we can just get beavers to resting 17, we can use a favor to push this order over. Time to pick more stuff. Beaver resolve to 26. I think we can probably make that happen. Okay, fulfill all these needs or have 16 beavers. We already have 17 beavers. So +3 to beaver resolve plus all of these pickled goods. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we just need to continue to have beavers for a while. What a strange requirement. Actually, there are no nodes for you. All right, I guess these two just cycle back into the work pile. Okay, this is a place where lizards should be working. Do I have lizards working in a place where I can bump? We only have 5 lizards, so I don't have a lot of spares. Here, this could become somebody else. Gonna let the lizards work the ovens because they love that shit. We don't really need pottery right now. Meat, and I guess this can be herbs. We don't actually have a lot of sources of herbs. Okay, this is an herb node. Do we have the right gathering? What gathers herbs? No, we do not have the right gathering node for large herbs, or the right gathering building for a large herb node, but we can get these at least. Okay, that beaver thing is finished, so +3 resolve to beavers is great news. This can be humans. And we have a dangerous thing here. Ah! The termite burrow. We have dealt with termite burrows before. What does this take? You can use parts on it. I'm a little reluctant to use tools because we have so many other needs for tools. I think I will just go ahead and spend parts, and let's just deal with it now. This is going to crash global resolve for a bit. That's fine. Tame this because it gives insects every minute. I don't actually remember what the rate was, but, you know, food is good. Can you use insects in any of this stuff? Yes. Okay, also turn that on. Definitely don't use herbs for this, though, because we need the herbs for the biscuits. I feel like we're fairly tearing through this one. What else do we need? What else could we need? We can't currently produce pickled goods on our own, so we should probably take one of these two. And then they give us liquor that we don't need. We can already pack up crops at the makeshift post. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this one. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, once we're past this danger event and this storm, we'll see about, yeah, this is a perfect time for that to just get moved over. We'll see about pushing our beaver resolve up. We're trying to make 26, ideally. We can drop the hostility level with some sacrifices. So that increases production speed. Okay, you get hostility reduction really only from like wood spending. That's a little awkward. Hold on. Let's get a cornerstone. Grain bags is certainly useful. Yeah, I'll take grain bags. That's cool. We're also getting a new trader here. So, large herbalist camp would be nice to have. It actually would be very helpful for us. We need to try to sell 28 value of goods. Do I have 28 value of goods? And then also you have tools, which I would love to buy. So, we can sell many of these packs of provisions. Honestly, we could sell all of the packs of provisions. We're still producing them actively. we don't have that great of a food stockpile. We can sell some wood. Means I'm not using it to do the other thing. I'm not using it to sacrifice, but I think that's still fine. And we have a lot to spare. That's a lot, but I'm okay with that, I think. We're not really using the reeds right now. This is getting us close. And I would probably just take whatever tools you have available over anything else. Well, I do kind of want the herbalist camp. That's going to take us... It's going to, like, knock us out of parts, though. Well, that's probably fine. We probably don't need any more parts. So what do I need? I need to get to 28. So we could trade off a couple of wildfire essence. I don't know that we're going to be building another hearth here, so maybe that's actually a reasonable way to get some. We'll hold on to one just in case. You know, events and stuff ask for them all the time. And maybe trade off some stone. We have a pretty decent pile of stone available to us. And we'll just take... I would need 13 amber to buy that design. And then the rest of it in tools, which isn't going to be very many tools, but... That's not bad, right? And then I'll, like, buy... Oh, wow, your prices on food are terrible. What is it? That's right. What does Attack the Trader do? It doesn't actually say what Attack the Trader does. Let me, I'm going to press this button because we need to make the deal. We're going to hit this, get 12 more tools for it. And then, encyclopedia. Nope, that's not the encyclopedia. Is the encyclopedia? Yeah, it's in here. Okay. Trading. That's definitely not what I want. Traders. Probably traders is good. No, traders just gives us... Okay, there's a lot of kinds of traders we don't have unlocked yet. That's interesting. But I want the mechanic of attacking the trader. What does it do? Doesn't actually say. Shall we? Apparently there's only one way to learn. Oh, let me buy this from her before we do that. Okay. You can order villagers to assault the merchant and take some of their wares. But beware, this has consequences. Well, let's see what it is. Okay, so consequences. Nobody died. We knew they wouldn't because we had the thing. We gained 2 impatience points. Very solvable. Traders will avoid the settlement if possible. Sure. Wealthier traders are avoiding your settlement. But we got pretty valuable stuff, and we did get one of the perks, which is interesting. So yeah, I could see that being worthwhile in a desperate situation, or honestly just in a situation like this where you know it won't cost you very much. And I am going to start pulling up some of these caches. Gosh, look at all the amber. Oh, I didn't actually press the go button on this one. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna hit favor here. We can get to a point where we can hold this beaver resolve value. We will have enough tools to pull one more of these. Let's go ahead and do that. Sure, we'll do this. Biscuits, that's fine. 10 more tools. Very excellent news. That allows me to do another one of these. Hold on. We'll grab... This one has pipes in it, which is interesting. We've never needed pipes before. I'm assuming it's the thing that will become more relevant with the systems that we still don't have unlocked. Okay. Oh no, Beaver Resolve fell slightly because they're not all housed, I think. Well, we do need one more lizard house, and then I think another, oh, not a blight post. What am I doing? Another shelter beyond that. No ability to just build beaver houses, which would help here. You know what we don't have is the ability to smelt copper right now. I guess that's something. I don't know that we don't need it right this second, but turn that on, and there's the 4th glade for trailblazing with a small abandoned cache and a reed field. All right, we're going to gain a bunch of resolve really quickly here, due to all of the, or not a bunch of resolve, a bunch of reputation real quickly here due to all the caches coming in. I mean, we would need so many beaver houses, is the thing. Maybe we're better off. You know what? I'm gonna grab the tavern actually, because we now have wine production, or at least the possibility of wine production. Where do I want to set the tavern up? You know what? It's fine for it to overlap a little bit. What is the problem we're having here? No one in this building is working. Shouldn't they be doing something? I don't know what they're doing. It's not like we need the extra hands. We're fine. Am I still not fully housed? Did I must have done some bad math. Well, all right, that's fine. Let's build some more housing up here. Does this need anything special? Nope, just a lot of planks. Okay, we're getting close. No, beaver resolve. Everybody's housed. What happened to beaver resolve? I think we ran out of coats or something. Okay, pickled goods. Yeah, we can sell both of those. I gotta remember to actually look at those. We don't really need herb gardens or this, honestly. Why don't we take the clan hall? Okay, so we have so many buildings. We have so many things going on. To bump beaver resolve, I mean, just running Gleeman's Tails will do it. As soon as this building's up, we're going to be back over the threshold. We only have a little bit of time left, too. It's a real bummer that we ran out of whatever we ran out of when we did. All right, and we're only 2 points of reputation away from the victory here. We are well and truly out of tools, though. Okay, 5 per minute. 5 per minute. That's still, you know, it's still good. Oh, we do have a node that this can work with now. And also, I should remember to, I went and paid for that herbalist camp. Then I didn't actually build the herbalist camp. Yeah, this is probably... We'll just run the road around here. How much stone do I have? I do not have nearly enough stone to actually, like, stone over almost any part of our road. There we go. That'll be worth doing. An awful lot of people who are just, like, eager to have anything to do. So... All right, how's plank production going? We honestly might want to build another plank building. Okay, my small herbalist camp upgraded to a normal, like a full-sized herbalist camp without me having to do anything about it. That's nice. Do you have people working? You do have people working. Okay. Well, we should never have herb problems again. All right, another glade. Not really a lot to see here. To open our last 2 things. Yep, those are free basically. And in fact, like immediately updating to be right. Have at least 18 lizards is somewhat unlikely. I guess I'll take this. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be fulfilling that. I'm going to turn this off for a second so that the lizards are not so miserable. This is like a high priority. Get this finished. We are likely to lose some lizards here. That's wild. Even with their even with them all having their specialized housing and we're meeting their complex food needs and stuff, we're still just taking on too much heat. Okay. There we go. They're fine. We'll turn this back on. All we would need is to find a single glade with a ruin in it. It would be so good. 3 barrels for every 10 planks. Okay, this will immediately gain us some global resolve for the amount of impatience we're sitting on. That's certainly helpful. So we will be producing biscuits. What do I have that makes pickled food? We have a pickled food. Yeah. Pickled food structure. Let's go ahead and get one of those up as well. Because that could be helpful. I don't know that we need newcomers right now. I'm gonna just chill on that. Alright, how's the pie recipe going? Okay. We have the resources. It's just taken a while. Okay, there we go. Pastries fulfilled. That does bring 4 additional people. It's not necessarily a thing that we need in our lives, but it's fine. There's some housing for them. I guess we're not actually 100% on lizard housing. Right, we only had 3 lizard houses. Right, all I actually want here is, well, you know, pickled goods and jerky. Those are both fine. Feel free to use roots or whatever works. Yeah. Just fulfill needs. Get numbers up. Make things go upward, generally. We do have some more insects available over here. Let's leave a little space for the path to go down to the nodes. Okay, cool. And now that this is done, we staff it, and just staffing it gets us a resolve bonus. But also we can leisure and luxury if we actually have stuff, which we totally don't. Okay, beaver resolve is over the threshold again. Apparently we have to do it for a contiguous 2 minutes. Continuous? Yeah, time is not generally said to be contiguous. That's a little bit of an odd wording. Just move this over here. I mean, if we pass this resolve threshold, we win. It doesn't really matter what else we do. Please don't lose anything. We're so good. No! Ah, brutal. If we could get luxury or pickled goods reliably met, or clothing. We have a clothier, don't we? Also this. Also get this going. Just make coats. We will get the beaver resolve settled. Okay. My small trapper's camp I didn't build it in the right spot. That's silly. This stuff doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this is real. Ah, right. Of course, the storm showed up at exactly this moment. Do I want anything from you? Not really, right? Yeah, none of this stuff matters at this point. Except, I suppose, insofar as it allows us to accomplish more deeds, and in doing so, unlock more long-term resources. But I don't have a good sense off the top of my head of what deeds are available, like what things we would need. So, all right, getting some clothing needs met. There we go. There we go. Now we are thoroughly over the top of that threshold, and it should remain that way. Yeah, because right now we're not meeting biscuits or clothing needs, but those things will hit. I guess we'll take a cornerstone. Gain some ancient tablets. Sure. Look at all these ancient tablets we have now. All right. Also, we're actually hitting like the blue thresholds here. We will just get a point of reputation from that eventually. But I would love to turn in this order. I feel like we've been working on it forever. Oh, we discovered spooky stuff. An ancient shrine. Whatever, just don't touch it. Just ignore it, we're done. We're good. It is a problem for whoever is running the village now. Okay, win 3 games. Hit level 6, which allows us to learn about the rest of the mechanics. The artisan building. A press, which allows us to actually produce oil. Monastery gives you religion and leisure, and the green brew, mysterious. Sother the Ancient is a trader who likes different things. Okay. A cornerstone boosting global resolve by 5 for 180 seconds every time a new glade is discovered. Yeah, that seems pretty alright. Okay. Yeah, and then what else did we do here? Completed 30 trade routes. Win a game near the ruined armory. Win a game with at least 25 beavers. And 5 ancient tablets in the warehouse. Hey, that's fun. Okay. It's cool that we got that for just picking a cornerstone, and all without realizing it was going to happen. So, back to the smoldering city here. Let's claim our stuff. First of all, a uniform to just kind of hang out in our home. That's very whatever. This is something that matters. This is a new kind of aesthetics decoration. I guess that's cool. 50 XP, and this is a building. Can accommodate any villager. Has to be built near a hearth. Can house 6 residents. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't list the build cost though. Also, apparently I have not performed my first real expedition. The Royal Woodlands biome on settler difficulty. I guess I've been trying to land on the fancier biomes. Yeah, interesting. So try to win a game near every kind of modifier, or yeah, every kind of modifier space. Keep completing orders. Okay, we're getting there. Ooh, this is interesting. Don't let impatience get above 4. We could probably do that. So is there one of those species ones for each species? Yeah, win a game with at least 25 of each thing. Okay. We can do that. I can keep an eye on that and aim for those a little bit. All right, buy upgrades. We have just so much stuff. So much stuff. So what do we have available here? The ability to upgrade mines and access ore veins on deeper levels. Sounds exciting. 5 planks is kind of whatever. All trainers will have +1 cornerstone or blueprint. This line is just sort of like a weird smattering of things. What else is available here? Extra embarkation point is meaningful for sure. Yeah, that one we might grab. Pay Amber to reroll blueprints. That's interesting, I guess. You can extract infused rainwater from geysers located in glades and use it to power rain engines in production buildings to boost their performance. That's kind of interesting. Where's exciting stuff? Starting with the human house is pretty whatever. We get the ability to start with all the special houses, which I guess is, it is meaningful. Yeah, this does make it a lot easier if you have all the special housing from the beginning. Although it's more expensive to build, it does make it much easier to get like early reputation from Resolve, especially since you'll be able to do so before hostility starts getting strong. Yeah, maybe that's actually like a really meaningful set of upgrades. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's first buy the Obsidian Archive level 6 upgrade. Is that one that we have access to now that we are level 6? Which one's the Obsidian Archive? Okay, here. So yeah, I just need to generate food. I probably should have focused on that. We'll focus on that next. Because like that seems like a real mechanical thing that we probably should know about. Okay. A thing to consider for next time. For now, I think that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm pretty pleased with how quickly I was able to do that. And we didn't spend a lot of, it wasn't a ton of real world minutes, and it also wasn't all that many in-game years either, I think. We did that a little bit shorter, so we'll have extra moves available this cycle in case we should, flub a city or two, which seems very much a possibility. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, we are making more progress toward that seal, and we'll see you then.